Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry that I suck at this vlogging thing. I just always have something going on and like my time is needed elsewhere. Today I'm up like 1.5 pounds, but it's because I'm PMSing, and we women, especially the women that are watching right now, I know a lot of you, I used to be this way, but would freak out if I start gaining like 1 pound here, or one time I gained up to like 6 pounds because my period was about to come. So you need to be aware of that, and that's why I like to tell my clients to keep a log, and just so you know how your body works. You'll notice that you can eat and be very consistent with your diet, with tracking your macros, but come that PMS week, you know, the week leading up to your period, you're bound to gain 1 pound to up to like 6 pounds of water retention. And it's okay. It's just nature. And just let nature take its course. And yes, the cravings come, and that's maybe when you should implement a refeed. I'm about, gosh, I'm so bad, I'm not even prepared for this. I'm probably like 13 or 14 weeks out from nationals, and I typically walk at like 116, 117. So I don't want to be on a strict diet for the next 13 to 14 weeks. So like I'm still loosely tracking, but a little more tighter than I was before. And I will be dropping my macros probably as soon as I'm done with my period. I'm dropping the carbs a little bit, and then I'll really get to town, get in gear with my macros in order to make weight by nationals. I hope you guys enjoy this episode and continue following me in my journey. Good morning. It is 7:30. I've been up since about 5:30. I've already had my 2 cups of coffee. I decided that I wanted to film today's full day of eating. You guys really enjoyed the first one that I ever did, and I decided to give myself a refeed today. And I mean, what better day than now to do a full day of eating? The reason why I decided to give myself a refeed is because I'm supposed to start my period Monday or Tuesday, and so I'm getting like those crazy intense cravings, and I'm just hungry all the time. And I hit my macros well yesterday, and I did have like 3 or 4 chocolate covered pretzels. That was my indulgent. So I knew it was time, especially because like Wednesdays, I feel like Wednesdays are normally like my harder days. Like it's just like a longer day of working out, and I'm training a lot these days just because I can, since I have the macros to support it. And I always find that as I start taking away some of my training, as I get closer to nationals, the weight drops really fast. Announcement: I am going to be doing some powerlifting this year. I haven't picked any kind of meet yet, but I am going to attempt to be a dual athlete, or actually no, a triathlete in CrossFit, weightlifting, and powerlifting. I don't have a personal coach, but I am following the hybrid performance method with Steffi Cohen and Hayden Bell. I talked to Steffi and I told her what my goals are, what my plans were, and so she really recommended the program. And I am part of the Facebook group, so if and when I want, I can, you know, post videos on there for form check, because I mean, guys, like, I don't bench press, and I definitely don't sumo deadlift. I have some programming where I have to bench 90%. Obviously, I won't be benching that much. And today will be my very first day attempting sumo deadlifts, so let's see what happens. just got done with my first session, which was weightlifting. My coach is Edward Baker of Coffee's Gym. That's the team that I lift for. This morning, cinnamon raisin bagel thin. So they're thin bagels. The average bagel normally has like 50 to 60 grams of carbs, and these are the thin bagels, so this is like half the carbs, just because I want to spread my carbs out everywhere else, because I plan on having Chipotle tonight for dinner. I'm making myself a bagel sandwich with egg whites and fat-free American cheese. I just finished eating my bagel sandwich. I'm still super hungry, so I am going to have a sugar-free Jell-O chocolate pudding, which has stir-fried kick by Taylor Farms, and it has, with the sauce, it has no fat and 14 grams of carbs per serving. So this can be with lunch. Sweet and spicy tuna creations. There, I'm gonna eat some of these rice rolls. They're like 9 carbs per roll. Just something quick. I'm not really hungry, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. I plugged in a caramel rice cake, but I'm gonna change it and just put a plain rice cake. Fluff. Smuckers. Be a post-workout snack before Chipotle. Alright, so I want to talk refeeds. Now, I don't like telling my clients to do refeeds too soon, because, especially the new ones, and what I mean by new ones, like not necessarily my new clients, but people that are new to dieting, new to being on a deficit in calories. You don't know what it's like to be on a diet. You don't know what it's like to be hungry or depleted for X amount of weeks. So I always try having my clients stay without a refeed for 4 to 6 weeks. Once they're like, all right, like I have low energy, I'm crabby, like anything, like, okay, now it's time to refeed. Or my female clients, if, as I had mentioned, if it's PMS week and you are getting those cravings, because, come on, we women are crazy bitches when we're hangry, and you do get those cravings. So another reason why you should have a refeed. Obviously, when you're in a calorie deficit, it's meant for fat loss. You're trying to lose weight. And so when you diet for such a long time, your body adapts to it, and therefore your metabolism slows down and your weight loss kind of stalls. It plateaus. That's when you reach your plateau. And so what do? Most people, when they think like, oh my gosh, I reached a plateau, I need to cut my calories, I need to cut my macros again. Yeah, you could do that, but it's not gonna fix your energy levels. It's not gonna fix your leptin levels. You're just gonna feel more and more sluggish and probably not do so well in your workouts, and your performance is really gonna be affected by it. You might even be too unmotivated to go to the gym. So instead of cutting calories immediately, why not give yourself some more food? Why don't you up your carbs and restore your glycogen levels, your leptin levels, increase serotonin and, you know, control the cortisol levels. The whole reason to refeeding is to allow our bodies to continue burning fat at an optimal rate. What you guys really need to know is that a refeed is not a cheat day. It is not a fuck it day. It's really planned out. And the reason why it's planned out is because you do increase your carbs at a certain percentage. I normally tell my clients that they can increase their carbs 50 to 100% of what they normally intake. And then you reduce your fat.
Oh my God, I love Chipotle. Chipotle is my life.
And still having Chipotle in my diet because my macros are large enough to have something like Chipotle, especially if I'm not going to be like super meticulous and have them put every single ingredient in separate containers. I am not that anal when it comes to macros. I mean, the whole point of flexible dieting is being flexible. I'm there, I order my food, and I watch them as they're pouring in, and I'll just tell them, like, you know, a little bit of rice, or can you put extra chicken? As soon as I get home, I change up the numbers on my FitnessPal, and that's it. So yeah, you just eyeball it. You can take your scale. When I hear stories about people taking their scales to like Whole Foods, like, if you're gonna be like that, don't eat out. If you can't go to Chipotle or Blaze Pizza or Whole Foods without having to track every single grain of rice or whatever, like, don't go out to eat. And in fact, maybe you shouldn't track food anyway. You should not track your macros if you have to be that obsessed with the numbers, because it's showing lots of signs of disordered eating, and it's not the diet for you. Unfortunately, with flexible dieting, a lot of people become very obsessive, and those are people like, yes, I would love to help you, but I can't. I'm not qualified to work with people that show signs of disordered eating. That's not. Say you do want something like Chipotle and you don't have luxury macros, make it at home. I always make my own Chipotle bowls, which tastes a whole lot better than Chipotle from last night because I was not happy about it. Alright guys, that's the end of this episode. If you like the video, go ahead and click like. If you like me, please subscribe and leave some comments below. Tell me what you thought about the whole refeed and the powerlifting. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. I'm going to start trying to put out more content. I'm sorry I've been MIA like so many times and not really keeping up with the whole YouTube thing, but I will see you guys very, very soon.